Good afternoon, Belize. I'm Asana Cayetano, and it's time for a midday check-in with News 5. Whether you're at work, on the go, or taking a quick break, we've got the top stories to keep you informed. From election updates and local issues to inspiring stories and exciting sports. Here's a quick rundown of what's happening around the country. Woman killed in deadly collision near Belmopan. A driver flees the scene. Are you eligible to have your criminal record expunged? Medical Associates opens NHI clinic in Belama. These stories and more are coming up in just 1 minute.
I'm Brittany, one of the newest faces around here. My stories are heartfelt and bring a fresh perspective. On the job, there is no challenge too great. Flooded highways, raging fires, or asking tough questions. My determination and willingness to connect with people help to deliver stories that put you, our viewers, at the forefront of issues. My motto? Accurate, timely, and relevant. I am News 5.
Welcome back. A tragic crash on the George Price Highway near mile 47 on Thursday night claimed the life of a woman and left the driver of a pickup truck injured. Authorities report that the woman was killed in a collision, while the driver of the grey pickup truck was rushed to the Western Regional Hospital for treatment. The driver of the Camaro reportedly abandoned the vehicle and fled on foot into the nearby bushes. Police are actively investigating the incident and searching for the suspect. This investigation is ongoing. The Community Rehabilitation Department has announced that automatic expungement is now available for certain first-time offenses, thanks to recent changes to the Criminal Records Rehabilitation of Offenders Act. These amendments, which took effect on November 29, 2024, have streamlined the process for cleaning records by repealing and replacing Section 30 of the Act. Under the new rules, individuals with no prior criminal records can apply for automatic expungement in two specific cases. First offenses for possession of cannabis or cannabis resin if the fine didn't exceed $1,000, and first offenses for any COVID-19 related infractions. The Community Rehabilitation Department is encouraging eligible individuals to take advantage of this opportunity to clear their records and get a fresh start. The initiative aims to support their reintegration into society and help them move forward with a clean slate. On Thursday night, the Belize Medical Associates team and the Ministry of Health celebrated the grand opening of the brand new BMA NHI clinic in Belama Phase 2. This primary care clinic is ready to tackle everyday ailments like colds and flu, and it also offers specialized services like gynecology, ultrasounds, and blood tests. We caught up with Minister of Health and Wellness Kevin Bernard at the inauguration, and he shared that this clinic is part of the ministry's mission to provide quality health care at an affordable cost across Belize.
Well, one of the things that is important to highlight in terms of the relationship that the Ministry of Health and Wellness has with NHI is a very important relationship, because at the end of the day, NHI is a service that we're providing primary care services to our population. And as you know, we are rolling out NHI in the other parts of the country, and here in the northern part of Belize district, in the Belize city area especially, where BMA was able to win the tender, is where we can make access to more quality health care. While we have our public facilities, we also need to ensure that citizens have access to other services within the private sector, and this is how the partnership is built. And I think that is important, that while the Ministry of Health operates as the regulator, setting the policies, NHI being the purchaser of services from the provider, then the BMA in this case is the provider of the services. They all come together and be able to provide quality service to our Belizean people. And so it's a win-win situation. It costs a penny, as you would, in layman terms, I would say it just costs a penny for you to access quality health care. You imagine a pregnant woman, as I said, can access, go to NHI, get her ultrasound, and pay probably a fraction of that, which is about sometimes in some cases $10, $7. Where would you have heard that service would have been accessible before at that rate? While government is paying the service provider through now the support from the Belize Bolido funds, we are now injecting money to help finance NHI services, along with other funds that government through the Ministry of Health provides to NHI. So for me, it is important to have been here to show support. At the same time, it also allows us at the ministry to see the quality of service that is being provided in the public sector.
Patients who rely on the Port Loyola Polyclinic are facing some serious inconvenience after the health center in the Southside community was shut down on Thursday. The closure came after mold was discovered at the facility, leaving many without access to their usual healthcare services. Minister of Health Kevin Bernard confirmed this information when he spoke with reporters at a recent event.
But one of the things that we had thought very hard about the Port Loyola Polyclinic in closing it down, because we needed to ensure that the safety of the patients, the safety of the doctors. There are some mold issues in that facility. I mean, we live in an environment where there's a humidity and heat at the same time, so we have to look at all of these things. But so for right now, I understand that we're temporarily going to move those patients out to other facilities, and while we look at a new facility that will be able to provide the service there. So it is an urgent matter. Like I said, it's not something that we wanted to do, but to protect the health and safety of our citizens, we had to make that tough decision.
So you don't know how long it may be out of service, so to speak?
Of course, while the facility will be out of service, the residents will still have access to other facilities within that area that can get the same service that they were getting at Port Loyola. So we're not blocking access, but we are making sure they have access somewhere else while we look at whether a new facility or upgrading that one and renovating it completely or relocating completely on a new facility.
And
so
the staff?
that's it.
Where is the staff?
The staff will just be incorporated within the center. So there's no threat to staff losing their job or anything. So they will be placed at other facilities where they need the service where they need to do their part of their work. So some will go to Central Health Region, some will be at Mitchell and Robert, some will be placed at the other facilities, Cleopatra and White and so there is work, a lot of work in healthcare. And so one assurance I want to make, that they are not to be worried, but they will have and continue to do their job. And we will, as soon as we can get a new facility for that area, then we will.
Belizeans across the country are waiting with bated breath for Prime Minister John Briceño to call the 2025 elections. In previous interviews, Briceño hinted that the elections are coming in the earlier half of this year, sparking excitement amongst his supporters. Most visibly excited are members of the People's United Party, who have already kicked off their campaign. We spoke with Orange Walk East Area Representative Kevin Bernard, who told us that he's ready for the elections, and according to him, so are his supporters. He told us more about the motivation behind the confidence as the inevitable election draws nearer.
Well, you know, I have been prepared from day one. I don't rest. Every single day for me is a preparedness day for us to be ready for whenever the Prime Minister calls the election. I'm one of those representatives that have constantly been on the ground, try to ensure that I do as much as I can for my constituency. In fact, when I reviewed my manifesto that I proposed to my constituents the last term, we have accomplished nearly everything. And so it shows that we are committing and ensuring that we are committed to ensure that we can do the work for our people. That's what I believe it is. So I am ready. Orange Walk East is ready, and I'm very sure that whenever the Prime Minister calls election and when that day comes, we will be successful once again.
And for the party on a whole, do you think that there's a possibility of a clean sweep?
I will take a part of the words of the Prime Minister and say, you'll never gloat your hand hard. We look at what we can win. It's going to be a difficult one to get a clean sweep, but it's not impossible either. The way the opposition is in such a disarray at this point in time, and among the work that this government has been doing, across this country, whether it's in health, in education, in land distribution, in making sure that our young people have access to jobs, the BPOs, and I mean the opportunity, lower unemployment, which is record low. I mean the poverty rate has gone down. So we are doing a lot to making sure that we are improving the lives of our Belizean people. And I think the Belizean people knows this. At one point, when you feel a budge about elections, you normally feel a budge when you want to vote out on government, but this time it's a different feeling. People want election because they want to continue to support the government. They want to continue to support the People's United Party because of the many work that has been done. I think we have done a wonderful job. There's much more we could have done, but there's a lot we are doing, and I want to continue to tell the Belizean people that we will continue under the leadership of John Briceño. We will continue to ensure that we could improve and build on Plan Belize.
That's a wrap for the news at noon. But don't worry, there's plenty more coming your way at 6 p.m. We'll have deep dives into these stories and more. In the meantime, visit channel5belize.com and follow us on Facebook for real-time updates. And don't miss Open Your Eyes on Monday for fresh takes on today's headlines. Thanks for tuning in, Belize. Stay informed, stay inspired, and have a fantastic afternoon.